Hey guys, Pankaj here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show how to debug your code. So by now you will be writing your own code, right? Couple of lines or maybe one complete file with 10 to 20 lines or maybe 100 lines, right? So you definitely would have got some issue where your code is broken, correct? So at that particular time you would have felt like, okay, this is a time to debug your code, where exactly the issue is and how to rectify that particular problem. Okay, so let me share my desktop. Okay, so in this particular video, I'll be talking about this debugging part, and I'll create a small code and I'll show you how to debug using the Python debugger. Okay, so yeah, so let's see what is this debugging, what and all is included. So while developing an application or exploring some features of language, one might need to debug the code anytime, right? So definitely, as I mentioned, while writing the code, while running, you would have faced some problems. So definitely you would have felt like this debugging is required. Okay. Therefore, having an idea of debugging the code is quite necessary. So we'll see some basic like what and all functions are included, which will help you to debug the code. So one is like breakpoint function. So this function is recently included in Python 3.6 and higher version. And before that, we used to have PDB module, Python debugger module. Okay, so once you include the debugger module, that is PDB, with the help of pdb.sitras, you could debug your code. Okay, so once you start tracing your code using PDB module, then it will launch kind of command prompt, and there you can run multiple commands. Okay, so these are the commands supported. So I'm just going to guide you how to use that. Okay, so I'm going to use command prompt and I'll create one small code and then I'll show you how to run it. Okay, so this is my working directory. So I'll create using one utility called nano, or you can write in simple notepad using .py extension and just call in the same directory. So let's say test pdb.py. Let me create this file first. Test underscore pdb.py. Okay, so I'm just going to import the file that is module. Import pdb, and after that you write this line pdb dot set trace function. Correct. So this line is required basically from which particular line you would like to start your debugging. Okay, so I'm writing on the top, so definitely from the beginning it will start debugging. So let's set some variable a equal to 10, b equal to 20, c equal to, let's say, 0. Print a plus b is a plus b. Print a divided by c is a by c. Okay, after that I'm just going to write for I in range, say 5. Print I. Okay, so that's all I'm going to write, and I'm just going to save it. And now I'm going to call it. So how to run Python, then 3.9 I have, then test underscore pdb.py. Okay, so you see whenever I start executing, it is giving me the line number. Okay, and where exactly the module is there. And currently my pointer is running at what line, right? So if you see the line particularly, I'll just show the code as well. Nano Okay, so this is my code, and here in this particular window, I'm just running that particular debugger. Okay, so now if you see, you see this particular arrow, right? This arrow tells basically currently debugger is at this particular frame. Okay, so how to check in detail? We have some command called L. Okay, that is listing. So this will print the whole line, and it will show the arrow where exactly my pointer is right now. Okay, so this is to have the proper view. And after that, if I press N, that is next, go to the next line to debug. And if you use L once again, then see what is happening. Now earlier it was in A, now I have used N, that is next line, so it will jump to the next frame. Okay, so like that, if I keep pressing N, it will keep jumping to the next line. Okay, again N, then it has come to the print A plus B. Now after that, it will evaluate this expression, and whatever output is coming, that will be printed before executing the next frame. Okay, so you see here A plus B is 30. Okay, now if you would like to see where exactly my pointer is, so either you can use as or L or double L, that is long listing. It is going to print all the details along with the arrow where my pointer is. Okay, so now in case you would like to see what and all other supported commands are there, just use question mark. So it will show like C is for continue, D for down, H for help, list is nothing but your L, Q for quitting the debugger. Then there are so many commands. So if you would like to see what exactly it does, you can just type H or help and press N. Okay, so N is nothing but next, that is continue execution until the next line in the current function. Okay, so this is how you debug using PDB module by just keep clicking on, keep pressing on enter, and by writing the alias of the command. Okay, so if you see here, I have divided one A with the help of C variable, right? C is nothing but 0. So it has hit the error. So that's why you see here, the moment I press N, it is going to the next line and it is executing this particular line. And there it is hitting divide by 0. That's why you see this error. Okay, and the moment it hits error, it will return the code. Okay, so if you see here, I'll just press continue. So just exit from the code execution and come out of the debugger. If you want to debug again, you can just call it. Okay, again, it has started from beginning of the file. So my current trace is at the line number 3. Okay, so by pressing the N alias, it is very simple to keep going to the next line and getting the output. But what if you like to set the breakpoint? Okay, that is the main idea of having debugger. So I would like to set the breakpoint at line number 7. So we have something called B, that is breakpoint, and set at 7. Okay, so now you see it is telling breakpoint 1 at this particular line. Okay, and how to see it? Just press L. It will show one particular character called B. It means it is setting the breakpoint at line number 7. So in case you are going to set at, let's say, instead of executing line by line, you are pressing the C. C is for continue the execution. So it will continue executing all the line and it will stop wherever breakpoint is set. So now you see it is stopping at print A by C, that is line number 7, because your breakpoint is set. If assume that B is not set, then definitely it would have executed all and provided all the output. Okay, in case no error, it will provide all the output. In case error, it will exit by giving the error. Okay, so this is your breakpoint detail. If you want to set breakpoint somewhere, let's say line number 2, just set it. Again, if you do LL, then it will show both the breakpoint. But right now my frame is at line number 7. Okay, if you let's say you have set so many breakpoints and you forgot where it is and which line particular set, right? So double L anyway it will show. But if you want to list down all the breakpoint whichever is set in the file, you can just use B command. So it will show here line number 1. So first breakpoint is line number 7 and second breakpoint is 2. And whichever has already hit the execution, it will show breakpoint already hit at one time. Okay. So, and if you see here, display keep means it will keep executing and it will be alive as long as your execution is going on. Okay, there is something called temporary breakpoint, that is nothing but BT. Okay, so if you said PT is 4, means once it has hit, it will be removed from the memory. Okay, so let me set B at 5, or I'll quit and set again. So I'll just set BT at, let's say, line number 2, V at line number 4, another breakpoint at line number 5. Okay, now you see here. Okay, and BT as line number 6. Why it is not showing? Let me just check temporary breakpoint. Is it TV or BT? Not this one. TB. Okay, not this one. Print a stack trace with the most recent frame at the bottom. Okay. Where is the temporary point? Okay, never mind. It will be there. You can just find out. But the moment, what idea of showing this is the moment you use B, right? So instead of display keep, it will show display false or display delete. Means once you have hit that particular temporary breakpoint, it will be deleted after hitting first time. Okay, so that's how we do that. So let's see, where is my execution? So right now execution is at B line number 3, right? If I go to the next, and again, if I press long listing, right now my execution is B, right? So let's say by this time you would like to change your decision, and you have decided to go back to the first line. Okay, so there is something called J2. Okay, so now the moment you do J2 means it has jumped from line number 5 to line number 2. Again, your debugging will start from that particular line. Okay, so that is the use of J. And now whenever you execute the line, and if any variable is existing and it has executed, so you can do the print of that particular variable using P A. Okay, PB. And let's say you would like to execute some of the other different operation, right? So you can utilize all the variable whatever line is already executed. So in this case, A plus B is already, A and B both are executed, right? So I can print A plus, let's say, B. Okay, that is 30. It will show here also. It is not necessarily like this expression should be existing in the script. I can do P A double star B. Okay, anything is fine. Okay, that's how you continue. Press N, and in case I press C, see, it has executed all the code because there is no breakpoint, and it is exiting from the debugger. Okay, that's how you execute. So let me show a couple of other important commands which you can use. So yeah, down will list down the current frame down to the existing frame, and restart, definitely you can restart. Then T break point, let's see what is that. I think this is the one which I was talking, temporary breakpoint. Yeah, temporary breakpoint, right? So let's take a look here. So I'll just set one breakpoint at line number 5 and another T break at line number 4. Okay, you see here. So line number 5, which is permanent breakpoint, means it will, even though it has hit, it will be existing. But line number 4 is temporary breakpoint. The moment it has executed, it will be deleted from the breakpoint list. Okay, so let's see. So line number 4 was this, right? Now if you list here, it will be deleted. Okay. So we have hit the error, that's why. Okay, because this line exists. Whatever is having A divided by C, that is 0 division error. That's why it is exiting from the debugger. Okay, so what other commands we have? So you will see short name, that is a single character, as well as the bigger name also. Okay, so whichever you want, you can execute. And how to exit from the debugger using QAlias. Okay. Okay, guys. So this is one way of debugging from the command prompt. Another way is like if you are using PyCharm or Spider or latest ID, right? So those kind of ID are already supporting a good amount of option for script debugging. So you can definitely utilize that. If your small script is there, then definitely you can use using PDB module. Okay. So there's one more thing which I would like to show. So in the latest Python, this particular thing is not required. Okay. So instead of using this, what you can do, just let me comment it. You can use the inbuilt function called breakpoint, which provides the same functionality whatever you did using PDB model. Okay, so let me just save it, and yes. Okay, I'll execute. You see here, it has already started debugging. Breakpoint at fifth, breakpoint at fifth line, then long listing, you see here. So no need of importing PDB and setting this particular line set trace. Breakpoint is good enough. Okay, so yeah, that's all about debugging. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please create a small program and start debugging on your own, and try to understand more. Okay, how it works, how to catch the error, and how to fix. And later you can debug again, and it should be error-free code. Okay, that's all about Python debugger. Feel free to put the queries, whichever doubt you have, and I'll definitely reply you guys to get it clarified. Okay, thank you so much. And those who have not subscribed my channel, please do subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.